Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Luke here, and this is my review for The Theory of Everything. So The Theory of Everything stars Eddie Redmayne and Felicity Jones, and this film is about Stephen Hawking's relationship with his first wife. Now, going into this movie, I thought this movie was about Stephen Hawking's theories. So the title, like The Theory of Everything, you'd expect it to be about his scientific knowledge and the things that he kind of discovered about the universe and all that really interesting stuff. But this movie is actually about the relationship with his first wife, and his wife is played by Felicity Jones in this movie, and it was really kind of disheartening because that's not what I expected the movie to be, and this movie really was kind of disappointing to me because I was expecting one thing and I got something completely different. First of all, Eddie Redmayne's transformation as Stephen Hawking in this movie is breathtaking. It's incredible. He did a really good job in this movie. His performance was very realistic and believable, and I thought he did a really good job kind of starting out as this very normal young man and then of course kind of transitioning into the disease that affected Stephen Hawking in a very dramatic way, and the way that he just kind of stepped into that part of the role. I thought that was really good, and Felicity Jones was good in this movie as well. Her character really wasn't the most likable character, and she did a good job portraying this character. Now, what I really didn't like about this movie was basically the main plot. I was really hoping this movie would be about Stephen Hawking and his knowledge and the things that he learned, but it's about him kind of trying to, and this is something I wanted it to be about too, it's him kind of trying to fit in with the real world almost and trying to maintain a relationship with his wife, which is something that's obviously going to be very hard to do with this disease that he has and given the circumstances. But this movie mostly focuses on Felicity Jones and what she's going through, and it doesn't really tell you much about Stephen Hawking and what he's thinking, and I thought that was really annoying about this movie. Another thing is that the lighting is kind of horrendous. I hated the cinematography and especially the lighting in this movie. Every time they're in a hallway, it's super bright and lit very oddly, and their faces are always glowing and you can barely see the expressions on their faces. I really didn't like the way this movie was filmed. It just was a major annoyance for me, and I just wish this movie would have been more about the things that Stephen Hawking discovered. And every time he had a theory, or every time he revealed one of his theories in this movie, there was no build-up to his thought process and how he kind of found out about this stuff and black holes and all that stuff. He just kind of pulled a bunch of information out of his ass randomly, and then he would announce it to a bunch of people and everyone would cheer and clap for him and say, "Stephen, you're a genius." But the movie portrayed it as like the viewer not really knowing what he was talking about, and then a bunch of people say he's a genius. Like I said, there's just no build-up to the theories that he is inventing and creating, and that was really annoying about this movie too. This movie really just kind of bothered me a lot. It's like got a 2-hour runtime, it's pretty slow burning, and I just didn't really care for the characters. Eddie Redmayne does a really good job playing Stephen Hawking, but other than that, there really wasn't a lot that I liked about this movie, and it's really kind of disappointing for me because I was really looking forward to it. So I'm going to give The Theory of Everything 2 out of 5 stars. I wouldn't really recommend it. I mean, if you guys are really interested in Stephen Hawking and his life, this movie does touch on that stuff, of course, because it's a movie about Stephen Hawking, and it kind of deals with his relationship with his first wife, but a lot of it is kind of from the point of view of the wife and what she's dealing with, and that was something that I really just didn't like about this movie. So you guys, this is Luke signing off. Please subscribe, and I'll talk to you later.